Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey and Wade. This is episode number 35. I know last week I said it was 33.
He fucked up. He fucked up in his old age.
That was a joke. I was fooling y'all. And,
It was a test, wasn't it?
yeah, and he's all failed.
No. One person wrote underneath
Yeah.
YouTube and he
Well
passed.
done. A star. You have to stay alert in this world. And he's not a crack. We're in association with the best of the best when it comes to liquors.
Look at this thing.
Dragon Claw.
It's just beautiful to look at.
You know?
Never mind drink.
From the taste to the
To look.
optics.
Everything about it.
Unbelievable. Sure, Chris Dragon Claw, I was going to say. Chris Crooks designs all this himself.
Yeah.
Everything. So make sure you get it in your system. If you want more information on the whiskey,
a lot of people
go on whiskeyandwhite.com.
A lot of people actually been asking me on what off licenses do it. At the minute, there's only one off license does it, and it's in Hollywood, and it's called Grange off license. So if you want to get that and not get it online, go there. But it will be widely available by probably the end of the year. So, boom, that's that. And if you aren't on Patreon yet, get on it because that's where all the action is, all the fun is. Other than that, what's been happening this week?
Well, this week, we have to, first of all, congratulate
Yep.
the new husband to Nicole, Big Shawnee McDonald.
Yep. Congratulations. How's it feel being a married man?
Oh, it's brilliant. Thank you.
Loving life.
Finally jumped the broom.
Yeah.
Were you crying up there? I thought you were crying.
There was
Man, you must have been on
To see all the pressure of like the speeches and everyone being there and watching is fucking.
It's a big performance.
There is a big performance on it.
Was Sean just did anyway, being the search party
True,
fun
huh?
one.
Deal
Yeah.
with the deal with the pressure, like.
Yeah, it was a great night. What I loved about it was a great day. Sorry, I went home early. Sorry, Sean. But what I thought was great was the priest. The prayer. I've never saw it. Well,
It was the worst sermon of all time.
I thought he was the best. The
Did you
best.
call it a sermon?
I thought he was the best. The man, he looked like a Falls Road spick. And I loved him for it. I loved him.
It was funny, but it would be the worst. I think. How did you feel, Sean? Did you think it
I
was the
loved it.
best or the
I
worst?
thought it was great.
What did your
Uh,
wife think?
Yeah. He was dead lovely, like.
I thought like he was painting such a grim picture of marriage. Like he
Well,
said.
it's hard to paint a good picture of marriage.
Well, he says about his he actually wasn't even a priest, he was a deacon, so he had kids.
And he didn't tell anybody that.
Did he?
So it was this big unveiling.
He just came out like at the start of service. It was like his first couple of lines.
It was his first thing.
Was
I'm
I have a
deacon.
couple of kids, a wife, and a couple of grandkids.
I turned
Everybody's
around
like,
and I
Probably
went,
turned around and said, what the fuck?
fucking a priest.
I know. But I know he started just promoting all weddings were just like
He said about his daughter's mate get married. I went on a honeymoon, and the honeymoon. He says the honeymoon that you're going on, the exact same
Literally
one.
near enough the exact same.
And they come back and he says, "Well, how are they getting on? They're separated." He says she didn't like him.
marriage.
Stand-up is over.
Marriage is tough. Marriage is tough, people. It's real
You know,
tough.
but if you live with someone, everyone annoys each other. The priests live with each other here. They all fight.
Everyone knows Princess Diana.
Oh, that was the next thing. The king's coronation today, and his first marriage to Diana. You know how that ended.
We all know
ended
that.
in divorce.
Marriage is hard. Marriage is hard.
Nice, Sean the Cole.
he just can't understand marriage is hard.
You know, Diana said there was 3 people in the wedding, and there should always be 3 people in a marriage. Should be the partners and God, because without God you won't make it. 'Cause it's tough.
I loved him. He's talking about me 95s or Nick or Max for fuck's sake. I loved it.
He just made it out as if
It was so
once you
quick.
move on.
Sometimes like
It was a quick.
my
sermon.
wedding, I swear to God, lasted about 3 hours. Like I would not stop. And then I'm always worried every wedding I go to now. But when then Sean's was about 20 minutes
In and out.
in and out.
was
Loved it.
in and
I
out, it
think,
was
I think the wait for Nicole was longer than the actual
the mass,
ceremony.
even before the mass started, he was going, "Need to hurry up here! Come on,
my shows.
I need to get home watch the shows."
I love him. He's a legend. But it was a great day. How did you find it?
Brilliant. It was just perfect. Like,
Yeah.
everything
Was
just
it-
went to plan.
Was it the day after my wedding? I was like, "Was that worth the money I just spent? Was it worth the money you just spent?
100%.
Was it?
100%.
I don't know.
That's why I felt about mine
Man,
too.
seen just
I'd rather
like
the money in the bank.
see just like the day bit was all brilliant. Like, you know, it was lovely, you know, but see the night bit, just everybody going berserk
Yeah.
and just catching up with people you haven't seen in a wee while,
Yeah.
and like all the one time, everybody just being really happy for you.
It's the only time in her life where everyone who you like are all going to be together in one room, even
Yeah.
if they don't know each other, but they're all there for you because you invited them. So all your mates, all your family, anyone who you don't like, you didn't invite them. So
And
It's
it was
cool
just like
vibes.
see all like the two families, they just gelled so.
You're always worried that
well.
the two families are going to scrap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's
but
going to
they,
be
they
fights.
just straight away they were up dancing for each other and like
Powerful.
it
was there
very class.
any future McDonald weddings with Nicole said?
What do you mean?
I don't
Was there
know
any
what
hookups like between the cousins, your
yeah.
cousins and her cousins?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Didn't
You're,
hear about
you're
it.
trying to get people on blast there.
No,
For
but
fuck's
like, it
sake.
could be an hour weddings, but
I was
do it all
expecting
again.
more, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Actually, getting off the wedding subject, sorry. But went and seen your.
John's panicking that much he's pulling his ring off. No, I want the money back.
I think maybe like, you know, all the time.
Forgot my ring this morning.
It's so
Fuck's
weird
sake.
wearing it in the butt. I just be fiddling with
constantly
it all
on.
day. But talking about McDonald's, I went to the first McDonald's gig I've ever went to, Paddy's, on Wednesday in Banana Black. And he killed it. He was lethal. So good. He came out with a fucking pallet under his arm. I said, what the fuck's he doing with a pallet? We were in East Belfast. I said, what the fuck's he doing with a pallet? I came out here with a present. I didn't want to know to bring the Protestants, so I brought the pallet. He brought a big fucking pallet. I know you love ease, and but he killed it. He's lethal.
Paddy is a
He is.
master performer.
He's got his big gig here on Friday. SSE, you going?
Well, if I'm here, I'm going because potentially could be going. Well, it looks like I'm going to Australia at the weekend, so
I've already heard this news and I'm heartbroken. So, what's happening in Australia?
just going over to do a wee bit of training, you know, spar with champion of the world. So,
You know,
but I'm just waiting on to get my flight confirmation. So, folks,
I'm raising because we had, top tier, unbelievable guests.
you would have seen on social media, Eddie Hearn confirmed.
We were getting
We had,
probably Katie Taylor was
Katie,
booked in.
Mick,
Mick.
so
We had some serious
the
guests.
Sugar Babes.
He's fucked it up. But what I was going to pitch the public, and let me know on comments or on Instagram or whatever, should I continue the whiskey? Should we take a break for 2 weeks, or should I continue
I think it should go on.
this solo stint?
What do you
Maybe
think,
it'll be
Sean?
better. Who knows? Maybe me and my fans will gel more than with you. Maybe you're the thing holding us back.
Well,
Maybe when you go, we'll blossom. Me and Sean and the viewers will blossom, and then you.
Well, why don't you go for it and see?
I'm going to. I think we will.
It won't be the first time you've went out now.
I know. I paddle monk, you know, son.
You know, this
I
guy
said
drops podcast things.
Okay, but let me know what you think. And then we've also got Sean away for 2 weeks the week after you, so we're gonna have to put a lot on the bank. So, these are fucking about these two. We're trying to get a podcast made here, and you're thinking you're a boxer again, for fuck's sake. How long are you over for Gold Coast for?
2 weeks.
You looking forward to it?
I don't want to get my hopes up in case it doesn't come off. It's not the way things are, especially in boxing, but in life. Yes, mate, John Gold, and yes, here I'm away here, and then sorry mate, actually it's not gonna happen. And then you're like, oh, Jesus, you're deflated. So I'm just waiting to see if it's gonna happen or not.
I said the trainer, Tommy's to go to Australia or Gold Coast, and he has to bring a coach with him. She's like, shut up, does he? And I was like, yeah, so he's going to take me. I went online, Google flights to fucking Brisbane. It's fucking like $2,000 or something. I was like, fuck, Tommy's not worth that.
He's going alone.
So I went back to training. Nah, he's not allowed to coach no more. But here, I was living in fear again. We've got a reoccurring theme going on in this podcast, and it's my neighbour.
Oh, tell us what happened.
It happened again this week. So Saturday night, no, it wasn't Saturday because it was at the wedding on Saturday. It was Sunday night, yes, because my missus was out. So I'm sitting there chilling. My kids were in their cousins, they're having a sleepover. So I was in the house by myself, just lying there watching film, chilled, having a good wee night. And next thing I hear, bum 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 bum. Oh, fuck me! But the way kids rap doors, you've heard it. They fucking just bang doors. So I was like, fuck, I must be one of the kids. So bum bum bum. I didn't really get up quick because I knew no kids were in. So bum 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 again. I was like, fuck me, these are melting. I might go down and tell them no one's in. So I went downstairs, and as soon as I was going up to the window of the door, she was turning around, but she caught me in the corner eye, and I didn't know if she'd see me, so I dove underneath the window of the door. And I saw her, and she's like, hello! And I went, fuck! And she started banging the door more. She was like, hello! And then she started trying to get the handle down, but I've lost the key.
Get your head down.
I've lost the key to my door, so usually that would be open. But it wasn't, it was locked.
Trying to open the door?
Trying to open the door to get in again. And then she's rapping, hello, I seen you. And I was like, fuck me. So I just...
Well, that might see work.
So I stayed underneath the window in my own house. A 33-year-old man is underneath his window on the door.
That's like me when the fucking...
Scared of a granny.
Window cleaner comes to collect the money.
But I'm sitting there panicking. I was like, I couldn't make a sound. And then I seen her like I heard her moving. You could hear like the stones in my front garden, and stones were going. I was like, what the fuck? So I peered like through the window to see if she was going back to her house. She wasn't. She was looking through all my windows, looking through in my living room, and I went, this is fucking metal. So I couldn't move from where I was. I wanted to get my kids. No, my kids weren't sleeping over. They're coming back later on, but they weren't in. I wanted to get my kids later McDonald's. I couldn't. Because I was scared when they pulled up, she was going to see who was in.
Why don't you just speak up for yourself and tell her to go away?
Because they're already done it. That one time at 2 o'clock, she gets... that one time, but...
You're hostage in your own home.
Do you know what the thing is? She gets blocked, and then she doesn't remember the next day. Because, like, the next day, I'll see her in the street, and I'll be like, well, such and such. And
so did you...
She'll be like, how do you know my name? And I'll be like, because you tell me it every fucking time you see me.
Sounds like it really touches the
51st States.
No, I think she does drink, has a wee drink. What's 51st States?
Do you know what I said?
No.
Classic Adam Sandler and what's her name? Right, fucking Charlie's Angels, Drew Barrymore. Do you know what I told him? Hopefully he still watch the show because people don't even want to talk to me anymore.
I know. I actually think the person across the road from me must listen to the show. The one that does the flags. Because he stopped doing the flags as much, and I was like, fuck. And like, there's been a couple of days where he hasn't had a flag up. I found he's never had that since I moved out. And I think it's maybe...
he's feeling the price.
Yeah.
So I was at... It's funny because we were talking about this at the football, but I brought my girl to football. And one of my football mates... My damn it. It's going to be you, Sean, in a few years when you have kids. You get wee parent mates at the football, but he was talking to me and he was like, he was in the gym and he was talking to the trainer up there and he says that he was me and him go to football and he was like, watch what you say in front of Ed McCarthy. Or they'll end up talking about you on the podcast.
It really is, but people be worried about what they're saying. Doesn't it? It would be like that.
Doesn't everyone say anything?
I'd be out with my mates and they go, before they tell a story, they go, nice, Sean.
Don't
say us. Don't say us on fucking mud blood or whiskey. And I'm like, not fucking going.
People panic, like they're proper panic.
So what happened then? Tell us.
What else happened? What did you get in any gigs this week?
This week?
You've been quiet in the comedy front. Now that your boxing career's kicking off again.
Well, I actually had a wee gig cancelled though.
It's hard. It's going to be hard to get gigs for you. I want to bring this to the attention of the podcast viewers, and it's driving me fucking nuts. How to get in contact with you these days? He's running about. You can only contact him if he has Wi-Fi. So if he's out and about in the street, he's nowhere to be seen.
No, there's just
Do you
been
need me to fucking give you some credit?
there's been a mix-up, you know. I'll need the phone load too and clear. I'm in arrears. With my bills. No, do you know what happened? Something happened. O2 phoned me, right? And then it was an automated thing. And it says, "Hello, this is an important call from O2. You are Thomas McCarthy." And I hang up. And I phoned again.
I'd have done the same, hang up.
Yeah. And then I phoned again and went, "Hello, this is an important call from O2. This is looking for Thomas McCarthy." And then I was in the gym and I says to my coach, I was like, "I keep getting this fucking phone call and it's a scam, mate. Just hang up." So I hung up. But turns out it's not a scam. You're gonna have to phone them back.
That's a melt. I hate phoning them kind of companies and trying to like pay bills. And all that. See, even if I just took it out of my account, like there's bills that I have to phone up and pay, and I'm so lazy that I could be bored in it. But if they just took it out of my account, I'd be happy.
It would be as well. The automated thing is like
it throws
puts you off more.
It does.
Like everything's going all like AI.
But even the call center people, when they phone me up, I don't. Even if it probably is important, I won't listen to them. As soon as I hear it's a call center, boom, hung up, and it's probably like something important that's gonna fuck me over in the future.
I'm trying to fucking call a taxi now.
Yeah,
sitting like going for
it's a fucking
press
melt.
1 4 gives you address.
Gives you 6 address. You've listened to them all.
Like, do you live in 42 Skegneel Drive?
Do you want a taxi for now?
You haven't been to these kind of places in years, and they're telling you, "Do you want a taxi?"
Picking up from.
I know. So fucking
definitely
gives me like my address in the fucking Holy Lands.
No, I want some fucking Wayne house.
Very nice.
It's fucking or winery. Doing.
Tommy.
I was never in a
Alcoholic.
winery in my life. I don't know.
You can't remember it.
Did you hear? Have you heard the AI songs coming out with different people?
Yeah.
I love
They're
them.
fucking powerful.
It's always Biggie and Tupac.
My
one else is
personal
getting the shit
favourite,
out.
WAP by Frank Sinatra. You have to hear it, lads.
Yeah, I've heard it. It's good.
unreal.
It's lethal.
Gobble me, swallow me. It's
But tell you what, things went well with my OnlyFans release.
Did it?
My promo.
We got much subs.
No, well, I don't know what. Actually surprised. I thought it would have had no subs. Like, I wasn't expecting to get any subs. And I got about 10 or 11, 12. I'm flying. But the promo...
Not bad.
I'm not in it for the subs. A lot of people are... See, lately, everyone's come out to me thinking it's either a joke, it was just like a skit that I was doing, or that I'm getting my dick out, and they want to know the truth. So I'm going to spill it here, what's happening. It is true, I do have OnlyFans. It wasn't just a promo. So, please go and subscribe.
Show them the cup.
I don't know, but like, you don't get these kind of things unless you're signed up.
Like, there's 3 of us in here. There's only one OnlyFans cup.
But, yeah, so I'm going to kill all the gossiping. There isn't dick pics in it. It's just going to be...
I had 12 subs just calling down.
There'll be more subs now. But, yeah, it's just going to be boxing content where I'm going to be training. I'm going to be doing, like, 10-week camps where I'm going to be showing you how I get down to 10 stone from 12 stone. How I get fit for 10 rounds or 12 rounds, whatever I'm fighting. Just we tutorials on how to throw punches correctly and stuff like that, recovery and stuff. So it's not. I actually went on OnlyFans recently. I had this view that
Recently?
I did. I think I made a touchdown already, but I went on thinking the same thing, that it's just serious, it's just sexual stuff and whatnot. But apparently I got a run through by the OnlyFans operator. yesterday, or the manager, whoever the fuck was, and she said that some things are banned, like some like you can't just be banging nowadays on it. I don't know if that's true, but like you can get your kid off and all that shit, but it's not as sexualized as it once was.
Well,
Until I got on it. But yeah, so I'm just letting you know. I am on OnlyFans. It wasn't just a skit. And
No photos of your dick.
there's no photos of my dick. So
Just photos of your feet.
yeah, feet. If you pay, as I said, if you pay enough, we can go into the. Do you know what? Another thing that the manager was saying is these people must be making a mint on OnlyFans, because just to mail me, and if you don't follow me and you want to mail me, £2 it costs per mail, and you can, and I'd say
you're getting for yourself.
well, anyone that mails someone on OnlyFans, you have to pay £2, tip £2. So obviously there's fellas that are just wanting to talk to birds, and they're just £2 a fucking a meal. Fuck me, that's some coin.
And you can't even pay £2 for the
I know.
Patreon.
Fuck's sake, we're
You want
doing
to
all sorts,
somebody to see their feet?
all sorts of content we're doing on that fucking Patreon. I actually have to do busking pretty soon.
Yeah, very, very soon.
I don't-
Tyrone lost the Patreon challenge.
I used wouldn't know.
So
She's
the
not on Patreon, but I lost the Patreon challenge. What was it?
forfeit is we've done
music
the
quiz?
music quiz.
Oh, man,
So the
no,
forfeit-
no, I was
Don't
fixed.
tell him, don't tell
I was
him.
fixed.
If you want to see what happened, it's on Patreon.
Listen, it was a fucking setup, a fix from Sean, especially.
I needed to even the playing field.
It was fucking
on,
a
man.
joke, and anyway, I lost.
me how
I'll take
one
my
did.
licks. I lost, and I'm going to do the
Busking.
busking. I'm going to do 3 songs. If you want it in the comments, especially if you're a Patreon subscriber, send me a mail, and I'll try and practice
I
them
want to
songs.
hear WAP AI version, Frank Sinatra.
Why do what? Frank Sinatra version?
I wanted
That's
to,
good.
I wanted to do Numb by Linkin Park.
Frank Sinatra version as well.
Do you know what? We'll see, but let us know what you think I should do.
But yeah, folks. This week, right, the topic is mad wedding stories in light of Sean getting married. So, last week, we had the stag and hen stories.
Yep.
And this week, we're moving to the wedding day stories.
But
there's been a couple of Tyrone pick. Because people are so late. You need to keep up with what's going on. You're sending us in the stories after the show.
I don't mind bringing it in the next week anyway.
I don't mean it either, but come on.
So last week we asked about
Stags, hens.
Yeah, so we got a few.
My mate Stag was in a briefing, and his missus asked could her friend's husband go because she felt bad on him. So we booked him on, and when he arrived on the morning for the airport, I instantly didn't like him. He was full of himself. First day on Bora Bora, we were all drinking, tunes were going, and next thing I seen this cunt bolting up the beach. I said, what's a crack? Then I seen this big guy chasing him. The fella looked like the Man Mountain from Game of Thrones. He caught him and battered him, swung him about like a rag doll. My mate told me that he'd bet the fella a score that he wouldn't slap the big man's arse. And that's why he was got battered. 2 weeks later at the wedding, you could still see the bruises on his face. We were slagging him like fucking his missus was fuming. She got blocked and locked herself in the toilet. When she came out, she smelled stinking.
What? What?
They never got invited to another wedding.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What? What'd she do? Did you not ask what the fuck she done?
I just get the stories and read them.
I ask questions for fuck's sake. That's random as
I don't
fuck.
know.
It's funny. It's
But that there's a thing, like when people, it sounds like because your man didn't know anyone, he was just willing to do anything to fit in with the crowd. That's always the danger of going away with people you don't know, especially if you're not like sure or stuff. So he's I'm gonna get all these guys to like me. I'm gonna smack this man's arse. End up getting bothered.
You can't be running about smack. I remember my mates and me, we used to play this game on nights out. It was called Bronco. And me and mate, she's sitting in the dance floor, like around the dance floor. We used to sit, we get blocked, and then we wait and we'd see like the biggest guy that we could see, and we'd jump on his back, and you had to hold on to him for as long as possible because it's like the Buckingham Broncos, and you'd fucking be hold on. There'd be someone we stopwatch to see how long he can get. He used to get in all sorts of scraps because of it, which I don't blame.
Oh,
but it was funny as fuck when he used to that. But we'll get into
the wedding stories.
The wedding stories, since it's the wedding theme for Shawnee and Nicole. So I've mine are all short because I done Instagram questions. You can't write long answers this, thankfully. But there was someone wrote that they went to the wedding, and before the ceremony, that the best man of the wedding and the groomsman were found in the toilet banging each other before they went down the hill.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy.
I was on Saturday.
Sean and Nicole still went through the wedding, you know. But no, that's fuck. I think that's mental. Like,
That is weird.
like, I don't know. Like, do you know what's weird thing? After that, they still went to the. Or maybe that was a different story because I can't find that one. But still another story. They went to the wedding after anyway. Oh no, I wouldn't. Sorry, getting two stories.
Someone's fucking me with space on it.
That was a different story. But like, I can't see, like, how could you not have noticed that your
Listen, like,
man's gay?
You have to commit to either you're committing to your wife or you're committing to your friend.
Could he not have waited till
the
maybe,
lifestyle.
maybe he got married and then maybe later on that night
Did
he
you
had a
not
few
say it was
drinks?
the best man and the groomsman?
Aye,
Oh, the best one and the groom.
yeah,
Oh, was it the groom or the
Yeah.
groomsman?
the groom,
Oh, right.
the groom and the best man.
Because the best man and groomsman can do what they want. That's their own business.
Ah, yeah.
what do you mean?
Work away.
A groomsman, you know, like
All right, no, groom and the best man. And I just want to, like, how did the woman not know that something fishy was going on? Like, it'd be pretty obvious if your man's best friend is banging your husband or soon to be husband, and then I don't know, it's just what happened when they were found out. That'd be devastating, man. That's an awkward. Like, what do you say to everyone at the church?
the wedding's ruined and you're being outed.
Yeah, and
Who caught them?
That's a wee story for Deacon Joe.
who's the
Deacon Joe.
Oh, Deacon Joe.
You'll be telling that.
He'll be in the next wedding. I'm talking the last couple that are married. Talking about.
Right, what's your one?
It's kind of similar, but only there's no sex between the groom and the best man, so it's not similar. My mate's 30th was the night before my other mate's wedding, so he was in the house having a drink for his birthday. One of his mates was doing best man and came round for his 30th. They ended up drinking all night. The next morning, my mate rang me and says, "Come on up and see this." I walked into his house and the best man was laying in a bath, half filled with a suit on. He went to the chapel soaking and the priest fucked him out. Said he was a disgrace and refused to let him be part of the wedding party.
Fuck.
He didn't even get to go to the reception, and my mate didn't have any best man speech or anything at the wedding.
Well, why did I get to go to the reception?
Don't know. I would say
They were probably
the
just
groom's
fucking
parents would have been going, get him away.
Oh, was he black going to the wedding then?
He was soaking.
No, but was he black?
I'd say so.
I'd say
because
he's black.
he wouldn't have
More
went
than
if you were,
soaking.
yeah.
So I'd say he's black. The man fucking go home.
And they went, yeah.
That was a
Cause
fucking flip.
What would you have done if your best man had
I just would have went fuck off.
ragged it?
would you have said fuck off?
Have you found a replacement?
No.
Would you not get
I
like
just would have done the same thing. Like,
Yeah,
just
just
done it without it.
really?
Yeah, 100%.
Was there any worries, big worries, when you're going into your wedding? No.
Worries
Yeah,
about
like-
people?
Because I had my wedding, I had people separated in case they fought because there was histories.
Like, there was a few things like that. There was a few like people in like between certain like in like our families, you know, where people don't get along and all, once they end up arguing. So like, yeah, they were put apart for that reason, and then you know The lads were warned. None of that white stuff. That was a worry, like.
Yeah. Right, so we bang are all short, by the way, so I'm just going to fire some.
This next one's not that long.
Spike my weight at his own wedding with a Viagra before he had to walk up the aisle. He had to tuck his wobbler up his pants. See, yeah, the best man spiked the fucking groom man before going down the aisle with a Viagra. I'll be fucking. Remember when you were in school or something, your teacher, right? Tyrone, come to the class and solve this math question. You're like, shitting yourself. Because see, when you were a kid, I used to be erect for no reason any time of the day. It used to always be. I had this thing. Like, I lived in Glenavy for a while, and I had to get the bus every morning to school. And I swear to God, right before I had to get off, every single time, the way I'd feel, every time, like 10 seconds before I got off, boom, I went up right now. Fuck's sake, every time. And then you had to do, because the school buses are packed, so
it's talking about an all boys school.
so but listen, there was girls in it because they're going to St. Genevieve, you think. And like the school bus is packed, so like you have to do a little flipper in. You know what the flipper up is? Every guy does. And the school bus is so packed, it's fucking tough to do the flip up. But I got it done every day anyway. But
fuck me.
I'll be allowed.
In now Professor, at the start, I was gonna say it, but Buffy's just didn't say anything, so he's never seen it, so there's no point even talking about it.
I have seen it, I can't remember. I have.
He's having a nightmare about the night before the wedding, and he hits a root at the altar when the priest is calling it the thing.
I remember it. Go ahead, your next story, Tommy.
The night before my mate's wedding, we all went out for a drink. He ended up taking 2 E's. During his wedding speech, he had to run out and be sick. He threw up all over the hall.
He took 2 E's before his wedding speech?
No, the night before the wedding. And then during his wedding speech, he had to run out and be sick. He threw up all over the hall. Everyone was raising him.
See, was that the groom or the best man, did you say?
The groom.
Groom. That's mental.
Madness.
That he took 2 E's a night before his fucking wedding. That's insane. Why would you even do that? I'm worried going out drinking the night before the wedding. And this cunt's banging E's.
The night before my wedding, friggin', there was no E's. I've never taken E's in my life. Still waiting on the right moment. No, but the night before my wedding, everyone come back to my house. All my cousins and mates and all were all drinking. Tyrone straight up to bed. Shouting out, Tommy, get to bed! Big day tomorrow! Tyrone's the best man. Fuck yeah!
Listen, I don't want to.
The Chinese.
Thing is, you spend so much money on a wedding, you don't want to get the wedding ruined. And there's like, I've had some hangovers that if I had that kind of hangover the day of the wedding, there'd be no wedding happening. So, like, there's a risk.
Yeah,
there is a risk. I mean, some of the hangovers you've had, Tommy, if you had on a wedding,
I couldn't sleep. Like,
did you not?
Nah, like we went out to Fallon's.
Thought you weren't on the weight.
I went out to Fallon's with him the night before, and then got back to the house and started writing the speech.
Did you stay in your masses?
That's another thing, actually. I need to bring up. This maniac, people that are listening, wrote his wedding speech, blocked, at 3 a.m.
The morning of the wedding.
The morning of the wedding. He finished at 6 a.m. or something. Did you finish or?
No, I started writing about 1 and finished about 3:30.
Yeah, and then you got up at 6:30 again.
Yeah,
and it was a good speech. It was a solid speech. I'm actually impressed for how late it was.
The reason why I ended up fucking calling my mother and father-in-law my step parents.
All right, did you?
Oh, I've been the best step parents ever.
And it wasn't because I just fumbled my words, it's because I genuinely wrote step parents when it was blocked.
Fuck's sake. Right, so this couple, I need to get the bigger one up. So someone was fucked out of the dinner. No sense. Right, this woman went mental for no reason. She wasn't even invited. She was a +1. She went mental, jumped up, got the fire extinguisher, and started fire and extinguisher ever at the wedding, and she got fucked out. But that's mental.
It is mental.
This woman, she was a +1, and she went to the wedding. They're all having their dinner, and she bounced up, grabbed the fire extinguisher, and started spraying it all over the fucking wedding. Obviously, she got fucked out, and obviously the person that brought her, the fella, dropped her right after it.
Why was she
He didn't give the
lost
details
in the bed?
of why, but it was 4, it wasn't even late. It was 4, so she couldn't have been that blocked at 4 to jump up and get a fire extinguisher, and that's dramatic because we've all been there with fire extinguishers, Tommy. And
Don't even talk to me about it.
the room,
Still hurting.
that room would have been fucking
Wrecked,
trashed.
I'd like to know what led her to taking that course of action, because it's extreme.
It's
Especially
extreme.
if you're a +1, you don't
You know,
really know
should-
people.
That's when you're in your best behaviour, and you're only unless
It's fucking 4 o'clock. I haven't even served the dinner yet.
he must have done something mad. That's what I'm putting it down to. I'm not saying her name, but you know who it was, and you must have done something nuts. So we'll see.
That is mad.
Go ahead.
Right, so this is my last story. I have the
one more.
offer to the topic. At my wedding, this is somebody else. At my wedding, my wife invited her 2 teenage cousins. They went round the back of the reception and were doing water fuckets, and they spotted all the golf carts.
Start that again.
At my wedding, my wife invited her 2 teenage cousins. They went round the back of the reception and were doing water fuckets, and they spotted all the golf carts. For anyone who doesn't know what water fuckets are,
They're more like
they're smoking marijuana
it's like a
in a
homemade
bottle of water.
homemade pipe kind of thing.
A bong.
Homemade bong.
And they spotted all the golf carts. So the 2 of them bounced them on each and were hammering all around the courses, doing donuts and all, and wrecked half the golf course.
Fuck.
My groomsmen had to go and trail them out of the carts. Then, on the way back on the bus, 2 of them started fighting with my mates.
Fuck
The
me.
bus got wrecked too. They tried to bill us for the golf carts and the damage to the bus.
Does it say what age were? These
Teenagers.
didn't seem insane. They shouldn't have been invited to the fucking wedding.
But
Racking the place.
teenagers will be teenagers. No, it's basically like,
But at a wedding, I think at a wedding you don't fucking jump and go karts or golf carts and fucking rack buses.
well, see the thing, I don't know about, I don't think I ever met this. No, I did actually. At my cousin's wedding, when I was 15, I never drank as a teenager or anything, but like the adults let you do whatever you want, kind of, because it's a wedding. So
they just want you to fuck off.
So
They don't really
you're-
see.
the teenagers drinking, it's their first time having that kind of freedom. So there's, you know, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So the teenagers don't know what they've hit. Yeah, at my cousin's wedding, I was 15, and there was all the champagne on arrival. My cousin Joshua, shout out McNasty, and I thought, this is how innocent I was, I thought there were glasses of apple juice. I grabbed one, and I said, "Oh, fuck it, it's apple juice out of date." And then drank it.
And what was it?
It was champagne.
The champagne.
And then fucking, so I was drinking it, got third anyway. I was like, oh, I'm feeling a wee bit groovy. And then my granny
Did
came
you
up.
still not know you were drinking?
I still thought it was like a bad brand, bad batch of apple juice.
Fucking similar thing happened on Saturday there, because did you get your wee favours?
No,
The wee boxes that had the wee shot
shut up.
Oh, yeah.
stuff in it. So see,
There was a debate at the table. Well, it wasn't. It was a trick. They were going, it's a shot of water.
Yeah, I'm not joking you. I was sitting there. I never drink shots ever really. And Tommy's like, no, it's a joke. So it is. It's just water. Because we were in wee special
Somebody
bottles.
got me with it when
There
I
were wee
said
special bottles or something, weren't there?
yeah, I
Yeah.
filled them all.
So I
up.
went, fuck, is that just a wee water? Is that a joke? So I thought it was a joke. You know, like people sometimes in the favours do hangover packs. So I thought I must have been the wee water for, you know, wee shot of water for fucking your tablets or something. You know, your hangover tablets. I fuck water. I smelled it, didn't smell vodka.
couldn't get it.
I banged it, fucking vodka, and I was disgusted.
Because there was a few people know don't drink and stuff, and then there was like 3 kids at the wedding as well. So like
They got water.
yeah, and so I was going around making sure, like before everybody went in, he was like, "Do you want to go in and see if everything's sitting sweet?" And I went and checked to see if like everybody that doesn't drink, you know, had water. No, I like went up and said, "And would you fill up with water instead of drinking?" Oh, no one changed it, and but one of the tables was sitting in the wrong place.
Oh.
No, it was like at the wrong end, and it was like my close family. And I was going, no, they can't like be sitting like
back,
halfway down. I says like, can you move this table and that table about? And they're like, yeah, no sweat. I says, we'll do it now. And I says, right, and then that's us all good to go. But they mustn't have changed the favours round. So, and that was the table of the 3 fucking kids.
Fuck off! Did the 3 kids drink fucking?
They're running about steaming.
That's a felder. Fuck me.
I thought it was a wee party bag.
What age were they?
Fucking
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6. Yeah.
Sean turned kids into alcoholics now.
Jesus Christ.
That's a fucking belter.
It's great. Like, I thought it was a thing. Even like, I had drinking, I had fucking apple juice. It was champagne. And then my granny was, she obviously seen it was champagne. And she was going, have another one, it's nice, yeah. And I was going, shit, my granny's had me drink. And I ended up blocked 15.
Fuck's sake, right. Well, I think that's us up. We've talked enough shit.
Talking of shit, we wanted
Listen, merch, by the way. Tommy's not wearing it for some reason this week, but
Tyrone's
Are
still
you?
not. What are you wearing?
Kneecap
For
merch.
real? Are you
Fuck's
for
sake.
real? This guy? This
shitty kneecap.
Shout out kneecap and all that. But Tyrone, we can't even get you in a whiskey and white top. You're wearing kneecap?
Someone actually mailed me the other day. What actually would it take you to put on a fucking
What?
whiskey
No,
and white?
well, tell us now before we close the show. Well, what is it going to take?
Name your praise.
This guy is unbelievable.
Right, I'll have one on next week. I swear to God, one will be on next week.
Sure.
Apologies.
Sure, next week when we're not even here. How convenient.
Almost.
It's smart, right? He won't wear whiskey and white. He wears a kneecap jumper. What else?
He's wearing fucking
Paddy-
Wu-Tang Crocs.
Wu-Tang Crocs in the search
They're
party.
fucking nuts.
What?
They're nuts.
They're lethal.
They can't. They're
Wu-Tang. Don't you get it twisted. But,
Jesus Christ, it's that Paddy Rap's band. The search party around here. Fuck's sake. Tyrone, you're unbelievable.
listen, thank you for joining. These are legends. Sign up to Patreon. Buy the merch, even if I don't buy my own merch.
Buy the merch. Buy the kneecaps merch.
Join us next week. Listen, and let me know if you wanted me to do solos or not. Or should we just...
Why don't you go and join kneecaps podcast?
I might. Peace out.
here.
Lovies.
We'll do a forfeit if he doesn't wear the merch next week.
Yeah, we'll do a forfeit
If
of
he
the word.
forgets.
Right.
What? Well, sure, there is no next week. Well, there might be.
Right. See you next week.
Tyrone,
He's a
see you next
legend.
week.